3.
Did you know that after school uniform was allowed in one state, that crimes and suspension dropped by 90% and vandalism dropped by 70%? School uniforms have so many benefits. Some are: number one, families actually spend $80 less on clothing if you go to a school with school uniforms. Money is needed a lot because right now we are going through a recession, so we need lots of money. If we go to a school that has uniform, we will be saving $80. Think about it that way. Number two, the amount of bullying is down because bullying about clothes and how poor you are will be gone. When your appearances look equal, you cannot really bully people about how you look or how poor you are because they cannot judge you because they do not know what type of clothes you wear or how bad style you wear too. Number three, 44% of families believe that school uniform keep their child's focus. Have any of you had something done according to your will? Well, these numbers show that many people want school uniform, so it's just better to allow it. Number four, a school uniform saves the school teacher's time from not having to police what is appropriate or not. People say time is money. If we do not have to go around policing everybody for their uniform, for what they wear to school, then the teachers will have a lot more time to teach people and go along with the day. There are many pros, and these are only a few. What choice do you think benefits us? No uniform? Uniform? Well, if you think about it, the uniform reduces the most problems, giving the best benefit. The benefit is that school uniform will reduce crimes, vandalism, and many, many more wrongdoings. Now, think about the cons. The main con is that maybe the school uniform might be a little uncomfortable or not your style. Below is a list of cons. Number one, you may not have enough freedom of clothing. Number two, some uniform may not fit, leaving people with sagging pants or tight skirts. Number three, on the average you spend less, but for some types of school uniform, it may cost more. I really think that uniform is good, since the school I go to requires uniform. When I go to school, I feel like a real professional, and I really like uniform. It's really awesome because you can identify who's from your school or not. It's like supervision. So I think that all schools should have a school uniform. The pros added with my opinion outweigh the cons clearly. Now I just hope that they make the law.
Luciano, can you come over here so that Thomas can talk to you, if you can? Okay, sure. Okay, go ahead.
So Luciano, that was just a terrific speech. You had very great confidence. You had a great tone. You emphasized the words that you wanted us to emphasize. You clearly conveyed the emotions as well as the message that you tried to deliver, so I thought it was perfect in terms of delivery. The organization was also really good. You had a very clear introduction, 3 or 4 main points, and a very clear conclusion, which sums up the arguments that you just made. So it was very well organized. There were a few things that I thought were kind of awkward. When you said below is a list of cons,
Yeah.
we don't have the speaker in front of us, so that's not appropriate. Secondly, I noticed that you use words like I think and I feel a bit too liberally. And instead of saying that, it will be much more effective if you just say the statement, instead of saying I think that this is the way it is. When you've already laid out your argument so powerfully, you don't need to say I think, because it should logically conclude from the point you just made. So you don't need to say I think or I feel, because by that point, the audience should have already gotten the idea that this is the way it should be. And by saying I think or I feel, it lacks the objectivity. This is, oh, it's just the way I think, it's just the way I feel. When in fact it should be from the things that you just said that leads to why this should be. Otherwise though, I thought it was a really great speech. You had the hand gestures, you had the tone, so yeah, I think it was really, really good. Thank you very much for the speech.